Okay, y'all. How y'all doing? I see y'all been, looking at my last video, and a lot of y'all agree that they're tired of the Country Wayne skits and the direction that they're going. I was just watching Rolanda's panel today, some of it anyway, and Pumpkin, shout outs to her. She brought up a valid point. When they talk about other topics, everybody gets mad because they're not talking about the Country Wayne skits. Now, how many ways do you think that we can talk about these Country Wayne skits? They're all the same. You have two women, one man. You got one woman, two men. You have people getting divorced. You have people that are Looney Tune and delusional. You have people that condone their behavior, that justify their behavior. So pretty much what it is, you have a bunch of people that are doing everything that goes against God and being condoned for it. And then they don't never have to deal with their consequences, repercussions, and karma because of the fact of the matter, there's always somebody to be Captain Save-A-Ho. Build-A-Bears, Build-A-Dolls, seat fillers, and people pleasers. So there's always going to be somebody no matter what. Momo's going to have somebody else that's going to catch her when she fall. Nina, unless she go to jail, is going to get away with what she's doing. Because Lawrence is too stupid to see that he needs Erica's help in order to stop Nina. He need to just tell her the truth. Anthony is doing all of this stuff instead of just telling Shayla, look, it's over. But at the same time, you also need to realize that your wife has left you. So either you're going to be with Shayla and give Shayla 100% or leave her alone. Your wife is not coming back to you. And we need to bring Kelvin back. Bring Kelvin back. We need Amber and Kelvin to spend some more time together. Because I don't even understand why they did that with Brittany in the first place. What they should have done with this skit, and this really is what irks my nerves pretty much about it. I wish they would have left Dalen and Brittany together. You know, them working out their relationship, seeing them on top, and having Kelvin and Amber being together. And even though not necessarily at this time, but when their divorce was final. But her and Kelvin going on dates. Kelvin getting to know her. She getting to know him. Them keeping the bar open. You know what really pissed me off about the restaurant? They didn't even get a chance to have a grand opening. You see what I mean? We didn't even get to see a grand opening. We didn't even get a chance to see that business thrive. They just brought somebody in and said that the restaurant was losing money. And he sold it. That to me was stupid. And I think that was a dumb decision. But then again, that's just me. I would have liked to seen Amber figure out that the guy that he had that was his accountant was actually taking money from him. I would have loved to seen something like that. You know, then this thing with Dawn and Charles, and the fact that Charles is being insecure because he can't have Natasha to himself, but yet you're gone for a long period of time. She got to have somebody to hang out with. And then you have Dawn that's upset because Natasha said to her today that Rolanda is like a big sister. Boy, the look on her face. All this is about money. She don't like the fact that her sister is no longer taking care of her no more. And that ever since what happened with Zoe and Shania, Natasha has not dealt with Dawn like that no more. But then again, it's been like that for a while. But wait till Dawn finds out that Kendrick and Natasha got a thing going on. But in the end, I think Natasha and Kendrick going to end up being together. And I think Rolanda going to be the one to put them together. Because I think Charles and Dawn going to end up sleeping together. But as far as with Dee and Jocelyn, for example, Dee could have told Jocelyn about Momo. And that way, she would have put two and two together and figured out that not only is Mo playing Ralphie, she's also playing, Dee. They didn't do that. They could have had Jocelyn and Wally run into each other. And that conversation came up. They ain't done it yet. Just like with Sonny. When did Sonny talk to Jocelyn about going to Marcus' house? We missed that whole entire skit. When did that happen? All we know is Jocelyn ended up showing up. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. And then Mike picked Melissa, but yet he's still worrying about Sonny. Sonny sleeps with Mike, and like I said, I'm waiting for Melissa and Sonny to run into each other so that way they can find the truth. That he playing both of them. It's just like with the thing with Ernestine and Trey. How you gonna sit up there and tell me that James just gonna believe that excuse? That both of them were gone taking out trash. It don't take that long to take trash out. I think he know. I think like people said, playing chess not checkers, giving them a chance to pretty much hang themselves. That's pretty much what I think. As far as trying to think, but going back to Dawn and Charles, the fact that she keep lying about Rolanda, trying to get Rolanda away from Natasha, I just feel like Dawn has been doing this with a lot of people, and I think Natasha gonna eventually call her out on it, and gonna figure out that Dawn is the reason why she can't keep friends. That her enemy is actually her own sister. It's sad, but it happens with siblings all the time. So, yeah. As far as Shayla and Anthony, bruh, when she asked you flat out, you should have told her. You should have flat out told her. But what you should have done was ask her why she hasn't changed the baby's name. Because if she ain't changed the baby's name, then yes, a DNA test has to be done. Now, in that aspect, if it comes out that baby is not his, I'm all for it. Because that way him and Amber can get back together. But I don't think Amber's going to take him back even after all of this. I don't think she wants to. Because I don't really think she wants to have sex behind Shayla. I don't think so. I really don't think she does. I think she wants someone that none of her friends have been involved with. But at the same time, with the thing with Kelvin, the only reason she probably can make an exception is because the way that Brittany did it. And the fact of the matter that it didn't get to that place. But I'm just hoping they don't make Brittany pregnant. Because then it's going to be who's the baby daddy. That would be interesting. But it would kind of be interesting to see Dalen and Glow, getting to know each other on a different level. And it would be interesting for the other girl that was in the skits, the one that's now gone again. Now, as far as this thing with Terry and Libby, we ain't even seen them ever since. We see him every once in a while. We don't see Libby. But that situation still ain't closed because Dom is gone. Now, the question is Dom going to come back for payback? Or is she going to come back to settle a score? Or is she going to come back and just do her job? We ain't even seen Rashad, any of them. They are trying to hold on to this Amber, Anthony, Shayla situation as long as they can. Because they feel like that if they get rid of it or close it, nobody's going to watch skits. Oh, trust me, there are other skits that can be watched. But a lot of these skits should not have been what they were. Lawrence and Erica, this should have happened in the beginning of their relationship. DC and Sarah, that shouldn't even have happened. I just feel like I would like to see the four of them actually get along. And that's what everybody want to see. We want to see Sarah and DC together and Erica and Lawrence together. And them actually, now that Jada's about to graduate, they need to live their lives. There's no point in trying to keep them in that situation. Like I said, it benefits the men in these skits and not the females. And the ones they do benefit ain't the ones that got themselves together. It's the ghetto, ratchet, ignorant, stupid, dumb females. That's the problem. So like I said, the ones that are classy, sophisticated, godly people, they ain't winning these skits. But yet the ghetto, ratchet, negative, harlot, succubus, and Jezebel seem to be. And then let's not even forget about Piari and Wayne. Piari, if you go back to Wayne, you're stupid. You're just a seat filler. And then he's going to do it again with somebody else, same way he did with Erica, the same way he did with Amber, the same way he's done with everybody else. Girl, you are not going to be an exception to the rule. Do I think him and Emily are still together? Yes, I think they just did this for the skits. No, I think him and Emily are still together. It's just skit-wise, the girl that he was seeing, they ain't together. So that's just my thoughts.